My name's Rob. I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma in 2000. I've had 2 stem cell transplants and a lot of chemotherapy and radiation since then. In 2000 was my first one, 2006 was my second one, and I was fine from 2006 to around late 2014. They found another spot on my rib cage. It's a cancer of the bone marrow. It actually eats through your bones and breaks your bones, so I've had operation of my back, my ribs, my hip. This last round, I met Tom through my brother. This last round of chemotherapy, they wanted to do 2 rounds and a stem cell transplant. Tom had come over my house in the middle of the first round, very sick. I wasn't going to work, nauseous, throwing up. Tom came over, he poured me some juice. I took the juice. Immediately I felt the effects of the Zana juice. As a matter of fact, the following day I went to work. And since being on it, I feel great. My numbers from the chemo are right on, actually, as a normal person's numbers would be. And with that, the Zana juice and some acupuncture through Tom, I had a big lump here, and that is gone. So the juice has greatly helped me, greatly. I mean, I've been through chemotherapy where, you had all the effects, the nausea, the stomach pain, the vomiting. Went through chemotherapy with the juice, none of it. I felt normal. I worked straight through it. Did things with the family, had no problems as I would in the past without the juice. Quality of life wasn't as good at all going through that without Zana juice. With the Zana juice, it's as if nothing was happening. It was as if leading a normal day. While Tom was still there, I stood up, I walked him to the door. Meanwhile, before he came, I was laying on the couch. I wasn't doing much of anything. Tom poured out some juice. I drank it. You actually feel the Zana juice go through your body. I guess my body was lacking all the positive things that the juice provides. So I felt it go through my body. I felt energy. The nausea went away. I was able to go to the bathroom because when you're on chemo, they give you a lot of anti-nausea drugs which constipate you. I think the following day I went to the bathroom. The nausea subsided. I didn't have any stomach pain, and it was immediate. Normally when you're on chemo, a lot of your blood numbers, your white blood cells, your red blood cells, all these numbers drop. With the Zana juice, we would going every Saturday for blood work, and the numbers stayed consistently the same while I was on the juice. Without the juice and the chemo, your numbers would be low, you'd be prone to infection. It would cause a lot of complications because the chemo kills off all the good stuff. So with Zana juice, my numbers during chemo are just as a normal person's numbers would be. It's funny, the only thing that my doctor did say, the numbers are great. We made a joke out of it. They probably downstairs keep rechecking their machine, that their machine's okay. The only thing that I found interesting that my doctor said was that the protein markers, the cancer isn't showing through the protein markers, it's showing it a different way. But I think it's I know it's the Zana juice throwing him off, so. Right now, I'm waiting on another scan, but I'm confident from the Zana juice that I'll be fine. Right now, I feel great. I'm working. I have no other complications as I normally would from this chemotherapy, which really, kicks your butt. However, I'm fine. I'm sitting here fine, yeah. And a lot of people I see say, oh, I can't believe you're on chemotherapy, even at work. It's as if they really don't believe me. I tell them I'm taking Zana juice, and I tell them to Google it, look it up. Thank God that I met Tom through my brother about 2 years ago, and it's funny, Tom had called at the same time while I was sick, because I don't think he realized it, but he had just called my brother, and I was just diagnosed again, so the timing of it was great. So, with prayer and Zana juice, that's it. living proof right here.